let's go. We are 8 years old. Adolescence is about to begin. You've lived in this world for 8 years now. As you grow older, life grows more complex. The world of your childhood was limited to your house and family, but now that realm is expanding. It also includes your neighborhood, the nearby houses, the streets of the ancient city of Anisot. A question now looms over you, growing more pressing with each passing year. What will your place be in this vast outside world? Few people in the blessed Archean Empire trouble themselves with this question. It's not within a man or a woman's power to choose. Their destiny is predetermined by the birth and those who bore them. And yet, your peculiar birth has granted you a choice. Your father is a man of nobility, a worthy example in matters of duty and honor. Your mother is a commoner, a lowly estate, humility and patience made flesh. And your sky is ablaze day and night with the light of the shining pillar, the beacon of the clergy. This is a world where gods seem to be real. We don't know, but they kinda seem to be real. And there's this shining pillar, which is a beacon of light that goes from sky to earth, which is visible throughout the world, no matter where you are. And when you die, a true death, as opposed to a small death, I don't know, you go either above the pillar or below the pillar. And that's determined by how much you respected your lot, which is basically the caste, the class. So if you are a lowborn, you are expected to suffer. If you suffer, that's good. You go above the pillar, on the top of the pillar. If you are arrogant, if you want, more that you can have by birth, that's bad. You're going down on the pillar. We are the son of a nobleman and a lowborn, so we are lowborn. But there's a bit of social, how is it called? I don't remember. You can make your position better. Mobility, social mobility. Your back bears the mark of the lash. We got our sacrament next episode, which is basically when the lot becomes official. At a certain age, you go through this rite where your lot becomes assigned, fixed. We got lashed because we are lowborn, okay? While the nobleman had to kiss a sword. Will you accept drudgery and suffering that is the lot of the lowborn for your entire life? Or will you follow in the footsteps of your father and your father's father and fight for the right to serve the empire as a noble of the mantle? Perhaps will you follow the twin gods' word? The twin gods are apparently the gods of this world, and offer spiritual guidance to others? The answer lies out there in that vast, terrifying world that awaits you beyond. What awaits you beyond the walls of your home? Let's go see. There we are. These are the events that can happen in this chapter. Okay, so see, this is our destiny. Basically, this is a story inside the story. Okay, the main arc is we are writing our memories. So this is the book we are writing, and the pages get filled with our choices, with what happens. Okay. So this is chapter first. It was childhood. This is what happened. Okay. But first of all, this is our family. So this is our father. We are here. Tasto Brante. That's me, Tasto Brante. This is our father, Robert Brante. This is our grandfather, Gregor Brante, which we met last episode. He is not a, He's not a funny man. Okay, not even our father, but you know. So we were born after Gloria and Stefan. Stefan was our oldest brother. As you can see, our father got another wife which died, and she was a nobleman, a noblewoman. So Stefan is a nobleman because he was born to two noble people. We aren't, because our mother is a lowborn. So we are the son of a nobleman and a lowborn, so we are lowborn. Gloria is even worse off because she's only the daughter of Lydia Brante, which is the lowborn, and we don't know the father, but apparently he was a lowborn as well. So she's even, you know, below us. And then Nathan, our younger brother, was born 4 years after me. So this is our family. Okay. This is the house with all the things. Okay, the hair is obviously Stefan because he's a nobleman. This is our personality, which is determined by the choices we made in childhood. Most of those, at least. And this is the destiny, the things that happen. Okay, we were born. Then there was the sacrament of our brothers and sisters, Stefan and Gloria. Then there was Nathan that was born. Then grandfather returned. That's when we met him. And then the sacrament, our sacrament, and also Nathan's sacrament. These are the events in the personal life, but let's not spoil us anything. Our personal qualities: I'm unprincipled. Okay, how noble my thoughts and deeds are. Okay, this is actually new stuff. So as an adolescent, I guess, we are going to develop new stuff. So nobility, for example, represents how noble your thoughts and deeds are in your pursuit of the honorable ideals of the nobleman. It affects your chances of becoming a noble of the mantle and future skills that are crucial for the noble estate. Okay, we are now unprincipled. Ingenuity represents how quick-witted you are and how skillfully you can manipulate a situation to your end. It affects your ability to survive without the privileges of nobility and future skills that are crucial for a commoner. Spirituality, your aspiration to unlock the mysteries of creation and explore the divine in the mortal world, the people around you, and yourself. Okay, it affects your ability to become a priest and future skills crucial for the clergy. Salve. Che è successo? Che è successo? Che ridi? Che è successo? Sì? Total party kill. Total party killer. Welcome, Enigmine. Your inner strength and the number of lesser deaths. Yeah, these are the deaths. See, after suffering a lesser death, one is reborn. So rebirth is a thing in this world. One who dies a true death. What's a true death? Faces the judgment of the twin gods. So that's, you know, that's done. That's the full point. Full stop. So we are untouched by death. So we don't know, actually. The sections that open in this chapter. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to have relations unlocked. Okay. No relations yet. Province. Oh, the map. Okay, so this is Germany, basically. Anisot. Yeah, the names are kind of French, though. Could also be France. I mean, you know, yes. Pragos, what's Tuono. Okay, that's thunder in Italian. Serpeverde, what's that? Lurco malissimo, oggi va bene. Nessuna novità. Eterna is the capital of the blessed Archean Empire. Okay, we are in Anisot though, right? the city of your birth and the capital of the arid province of Magra. It's the largest and most ancient city in the south of the empire. Anisot is home to the Silver Tree, a sacred landmark grown by the twins when they descended to the mortal realm. The old prophecies say that Anisot is where the end of the world would begin. Wow. Illyria, okay, well, we'll see this as we go. The province. Overseer Archduke Milanidas. Patriarch Otis, I see. Power, balance of power, church. The prevailing religious school in the province of Magra. Old faith, schism, new faith. Whole of the old faith, wow. That's intriguing, that's intriguing. Let's go. I also changed the volume of the rain. Let me know if it's good or not. Well, if it's not good, let me know. The family expects more and more of you as you grow up. The teachers and tutors hired by your father keep you on your toes all the time. Your life these days is dedicated to studying for your future, for the future of the Brante family. Your younger brother, Nathan, keeps growing up too. He can hold a conversation now. You never refuse him when it comes to play, provided you have a bit of free time between your demanding lessons. Oh, the pages are wet. It's a rainy day today. Father and mother have gone to a ball, and they left Nathan in your care. You lose track of time over the books in the sitting room, and Nathan goes off alone to splash in the creek. Soon you hear his voice begging you to come outside. He's on the porch, sobbing, all covered in dirt. You walk up to him as he continues to bawl. It's all that kid. He pushed me into the ditch and called me names. He said I was a fancy pants fool. Said I'd call my brother. He's still there. You have to go punish him, Tasto. Nathan points at a lopsided wooden house further down the street where the poorer artisans live. You see two boys lingering there on the porch. They are clearly both commoners, but far from poor. One of them is almost as tall as Nathan, and he frowns in a funny way, just like him. The other looks older, almost your age, but he's more broad-shouldered and taller. His name is Thomas. You've heard it before. There, Tasto, that's him. Nathan points at the younger boy and hides behind your back. Thomas grins and rolls up his sleeves to reveal strong forearms. He must have been helping his father with manual labor for quite some time. Thomas Guerro. Listen up, rich boys. We don't give a damn about your friendship. We don't let nobody call our home a stinking rattle. Your little brother and this ditch that. Okay? Maybe next time I'll dress normal and stop picking fights with people who can throw him in the mud. Am I right? Your hands clench into fists before you react. Nathan called them names first. No wonder they did the same. That's how it goes. But pushing your brother into a ditch is too much. Thomas stands tall and confident. He sees no threat in you. You are about to get ready for a fight when you feel a tug on your sleeve. You turn your head to see Nathan, the one who started the whole mess. Well, obviously, resolve the matter peacefully. You do your best to reason with Thomas, whatever, and avoid the fight. Obviously. Your brother is to blame? Yeah. It will come up in the containment of the situation. Oh, no, not that kind of guy. I don't beat anybody. Yeah, and he's easier. Are you happy, Enigmind? The dark side is lurking. So we'll resolve the matter peacefully, hopefully. This quarrel can be resolved peacefully. You turn to Thomas and offer to solve the problem like adults. His brother will apologize to Nathan, and Nathan will apologize to him in return. There is no need to fight anymore, and you will give Nathan a piece of your mind when you get home. You and Thomas are all grown up and should act your age, you say. Absolutely. The blood rushes to Thomas' face when he hears this. Act our age, you say? Are you calling me a babe? You better shut up your trap. This is all he says before he attacks. You barely dodge a fist flying at your face. You start trading blows, huffing and puffing with rage. The younger brothers gawk in awe at the sight. Okay, this is my turn to get beaten, Enigmind. Thomas does not resort to fancy moves, dirty tricks or stupid taunts. He displays nothing but skill earned in many a street fight, and his savvy fists aim for your head. You keep dodging him again and again, trying to reach him. He takes a couple of glancing blows but easily shakes them off. What a bruiser! You start swinging your fists with greater and greater fury. Your heart is pounding like a hammer. You see nothing but the foe in front of you. How much longer will this take? You're worn out, your breath grows ragged, and your muscles grow heavy. There is no way you can give up now. Nathan is watching you. Desperate and out of options, you swing and punch Thomas square in the nose, then immediately let his fist smack you in the temple. The blow rings through your head like a bell and blinds you for a moment. The world swims before your eyes. You clutch at your head to get your bearings. Thomas is standing in front of you, blood dripping from his nose. You no longer want to fight it out, and it seems your opponent would rather end it too. But you keep standing there, eyeing each other angrily. Then suddenly you hear an angry shout right next to you. An enraged man in a craftsman's apron is shaking his fist. Thomas' face contorts in terror right away. It's my father! Run! The punishment for fighting is flogging, and the mere prospect of that makes you run like the wind. Thomas sprints in front of you. You dash across the rotten wooden planks of the back alley, up and over a lopsided fence, across a giant puddle in one leap, and then forward into the tall grass. You hide there and stay quiet. You hear no sounds of pursuit. You exchange glances with Thomas and start laughing. His laughter is loud and infectious, but soon he cuts it short and grows sadder. I'm gonna get flogged anyways. My dad's always... Okay, I'll stop it. My dad's always quick to give me a beating, and then he'll start nagging me about the lots and the prayers for days like he always does. Why do I always get myself mixed up in this stuff? But fighting's the only way to prove you're worth anything, right? No. It's the only way to prove you're worth nothing, my friend. You're talking to a sexy brain right here. The adults didn't see you fighting, you tell him, so all you have to do now is convince them you weren't. Nosebleeds happen, right? Mother gets nosebleeds all the time, but she's a woman, you know. Nothing strange if she bleeds, alright? Well, we could try it. Let's hope our little brothers don't tell on us. I'll talk to mine. There's a scratch on your head, don't let them see it. Good thing I didn't hit you in the face. There, good as new. You assure him that Nathan will never tell, and in return you'll make sure he behaves himself so he won't get tossed into a ditch again. With that, you shake hands with Tomas. His handshake is as strong as you would expect based on his fists. You make your way out of the tall grass. You need to leave before Tomas' father goes to your family and complains about you breaking your lot. You come to a realization on the way back. You had no idea the place where you were hiding even existed, and it wasn't too far from home. Tomas smiles in excitement when he hears this. Oh, I know lots of places like that. I'll tell you what. If we get out of this mess today, I'll show you the way to the old fortress wall. It's the perfect place to build your own fort. I dragged a bunch of wooden planks there. Too bad it's no fun to build all alone. My brother never helps, he just gets in the way. You emerge from the muddy back callways, united by a secret only the two of you know. It seems you've made a friend today. Indifference, though. Your childhood friend, Tomas Guerro. He lives on the same street, born to a family of humble artisans. His dream is to change his lot, to get a military education and earn the right to a sword. He intends to join the Imperial Legion. I see. Spirituality +1, mundane. I am mundane. Met Thomas. Yes, I am 8. Yes. You have made a friend, a boy named Thomas. Yes. I'll keep switching between Thomas and Thomas, because I can. Adolescence, I'm 9 years old. Let's see what happens. Riders on the road. It's blistering hot today, even for the sun-parched land of Magra. As soon as you are done with your studies, you dash outdoors and out of the stuffy room. You and Tomas roll up your shirt sleeves, but it barely helps. You would gladly go shirtless had you only been in the company of other boys. But there are 3 girls in the yard today. They are doing the laundry in a big wash tub, whispering and giggling. If you could, you would gladly keep watching one of them at work. She has big eyes of deep blue. Her dark hair is braided, and her plain grey dress is mended and patched all over. Her name is Sophia. She throws her head back a little when she laughs. The rays of the sun are reflected in her eyes. I'll flirt, Gabrielle, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gabrielle. If I don't hear from you anymore, thank you for spending even today with me. Really. You, Tomas, and the other boys keep telling silly stories, anything to make her laugh. You sure love telling tall tales, Tasto. Oh, I remember this one time. But then Sophia hears a voice calling her home. She nods to you and runs across the street smiling. Her light steps carry her forward, but her eyes are looking elsewhere. But then a stone on the road catches her foot. She stumbles and falls flat into the dust. The street starts shaking from the thundering of hooves. Riders appear on the road from around the corner. They bear a coat of arms you recognize right away, a sable serpent blade upon a field of vert. Oh, that's sable. That's sable, right? That's all French, right? This is heraldry jargon, right? Sable, I don't know, serpent blade upon a field of vert. Vert is verde, right? Green. I think. It symbolizes the Milanidas dynasty. Let's call it Milanidas. I don't know. The family of your province's archduke. The horses, or the archduke. This really is the Holy Roman Empire, right? Or something like that. The horses dash forward. A lost wooden toy on the road cracks under their hooves. They will not slow down. They are the nobles, and the rest must make way for them. Sophia is in their way, just now starting to get back on her feet. Her mother is crying for her desperately from behind the fence door. You freeze in terror. The riders surely see the girl. Are they going to stop? Or are they going to trample her? In only a few moments the beautiful girl will be toppled, trampled and crushed. Amen. There we go. Okay, I'm 9. I still believe in love, I guess. So I'll shield Sophia from the horses, because I'm an idiot, still. You rush into the road, blinded by hope, determined to stop the riders. You throw yourself blindly into the road, swinging your arms wildly. Dazed by the sound of the thundering hooves, you can see nothing in the dust. For a brief moment the horses slow down, just long enough for Sophia to get back on her feet and flee to the roadside. But then the riders dig their spurs in. Dozens of hooves knock you off your feet and roll across your body. Your bones crack, break and crumble. Your ears are ripped apart by the thundering rhythm of the ride. Your innards are pulverized. The last thing you remember is the sound of your own skull caving in. There we go. Typical, right? Oh, there's a bug in here? Man. You fall into a pain that embraces you like a soft feather bed. You feel light, free. There are no restraints, just a warm glow that envelops you in its secure embrace. The waves carry you, their touch is soft. They delicately enshroud what was once your body. It's a feeling unlike anything you have ever experienced before, something absolute and complete. You touch something greater, the reason behind everything. The reason for your very existence. You were sculpted from this light. It was the first thing you ever felt. Boundless and sincere unity of the diverse. Your beginning was a spark that cast this light in all directions, and now you are here again, one with the beginning of everything. The light gleaming from you resembles the light of the shining pillar. You still see it in the north, as always. The waves of light carry you to two figures. The elder is nearest. He is ready to accept you. He is quiet, wise, kind, and pure. The younger waits further back. You do not know where he is yet. The waves pause at the elder's feet. He leans over you and plants a feather-light kiss on your forehead. The kiss spreads all over you. You are filled with unparalleled delight and bliss. You exist. You are unique. There is no one else like you. They know this, and they love you. You'll never be alone. You are a part of them, a part of your family, a part of this universe. The twin gods will never leave you. They watch over you constantly. The elder softly touches you as you lie spread out amongst the waves, sending you further down the torrent of light. You float on to the top of the silver tree's spreading crown. The closer you get to the silver tree, the heavier you become. The waves draw you down along its trunk, but you do not wish to part with the warmth and the softness, with the love. You turn around. The elder is still watching you. He nods. All is as it should be. Go, your time has not come yet. You must return to the world now. As you tumble down towards your body, you comprehend the true meaning of your lesser death and the divine love that has been revealed to you. Love exists not only in the hereafter, it's present in the entire design of the twins that is the origin of all life in this world. What's the manifestation of this love in your mortal life? No, not the Empire, I guess. Not the lot, I guess. Not the family, obviously. I don't know. This is intriguing though. The love the gods have for you is so great that they allow you to change the world they have created, to influence it with your deeds. Whatever your mission is, it's a proof of the twin gods' love for you. That's kinda self-evident. Is this the manifestation of this love in your mortal life though? If I realize that love exists not only in the hereafter, it's present in the entire design of the twins, that's the origin of all life, then the love is the cause. Well, then the love is me, is everything single thing. What could be a stronger manifestation of love than your very existence? Your every emotion, every thought, every action exists by virtue of the love from which the twin gods created you. Yeah, but then it's the cause. But the cause is the fact that I can change the world that I created. I feel like this is a big chance that I'm going to lose. So love exists not only in the hereafter, it's present in the entire design. That's the origin of all life. I'm gonna remain silent because I'm not sure. What's the manifestation of this love though? The love is in the entire design of the twins. That's the origin of all life in this world. Okay. Love is in the design. What's the manifestation of this love in my mortal life then? My existence? The fact that I can change the world? I remain silent. Underwhelming, huh? But I'm not sure. A sudden comprehension of the love with which the entire world is imbued illuminates your mind, but then it fades away and vanishes. Maybe next time we'll understand better. You regain the sensation of your flesh. It's heavy and unwieldy. It lacks that lightness, that light. It's a burden. It's smothering you. You gasp for air. Your chest expands painfully. You feel as though your lungs are about to burst. The stagnant odor of the crypt fills them, revolting but so real. You are back. I'll be back. Then you can feel again. You sense your body, head, arms and legs. The light fades around you, obedient before a will that is stronger than you. You return to the world. Such is the law of the twins. You will return to the world until the time of your true death. And in this world, you will have a body with which to feel pain and suffering and pleasure. You smell a sickly, moist odor. You open your eyes and see the figures of mother and father in the gloom of the family crypt, speaking to each other quietly. They stop as soon as they hear you gasp. Mother runs to you and locks you in an embrace, as father wraps you in an embrace. As father wraps you in his cloak. Neither of them says a word as they lead you out to the surface and back home. You have met a terrible end, my son. You were trampled by those horses. Don't be so careless ever again. The lives you were granted by the twin gods are not to be wasted so recklessly. You would be punished for this, but the twins have already meted out their punishment. You tremble, your steps unsteady as you learn how to move again. Your body is eerily smooth, fresh and renewed. Even the recent scars and scratches are all gone. But there's something new on it, a fresh black mark, a reminder of your lesser death beneath those hooves. Remember that by the twins' mercy we are all given enough time in this world. Should you die before your time, you will be brought back by their grace. This is our mother speaking, Lydia. For 3 times they will rescue from a terrible fate, but the 4th death is true and final for all. Okay, so it's just a matter of how many we can. Every loss of a life we were granted at our birth is a heavy blow to us, but the gods told us not to mourn a lesser death. And so we will humbly accept this and move on. See, your body has been reborn anew, with all your wounds healed. Do not mourn your loss of life, my son, but thank the twin gods for their justice. Do not speak of this, and do not ever play by the road again if you wish to keep on living. You cautiously go back outside the next day. Children from the neighborhood surround you. They all saw you get trampled, and now they all ask you the same question. What was it like to die? Tomas rescues you from their pestering. He pushes the motley crew aside. Girls, girls, girls. Hugs you and pats you on the back. In fact, it was due to a girl, see? See, it's always like that. How many times did I die? Due to girls? I can't remember. There must be a lot of twins in this world. Thomas Guerro. Look at you, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. Look at you, buddy. You gave an entire life to keep a girl safe, right? Am I right? That ass though, man. Then you see Sophia. She's standing nearby, shyly walking up the courage to walk over to you. Soon she finally approaches you and begins speaking rapidly. This is Sophia. Tasto, why did you throw yourself in front of those horses? My life isn't worth any more than yours, so why did you think that? You weren't supposed to die there. It was all of those riders' fault. They deserve to die, not you. Her voice rises to a shriek. She suddenly stops and runs back home. You stay where you are, watching her run, the golden rays of the sun dancing in her braided hair. +1. Oh, thank you, Mr. Muramatsu. I hope you're having a good time. This was my first death, but you know how it is. That's happened. That's life. I'm just lurking, don't mind. Yeah, sure, sorry, Mr. Muramatsu. Ok, nobility +1. Parli italiano? Allora parla italiano. Sorry, maybe it was a bit... Yeah, that's not a great soundbite. Ingenuity +1. Slow. I'm slow? You are slow. Spirituality. You are slow to recognize that I'm quick. Spirituality +1. I'm a searcher. For what? Huh? Sophia. Ah, willpower. I'm exhausted again. Yeah, life is so exhausting to me. That's so true. That's so true. This is all true. Up to this point, everything makes sense. See, I'm playing like I would in real life, and this is also true. No. No, Mr. Muramatsu, sorry. I died once, though. You know, you only live thrice, so we better... Yes. So this is interesting as well, because going on, you know, I already died. I'm like 8 years old, so I'll have to take care, actually. I'll have to think about that. Oh, it's renamed, that one. I renamed it. Sorry. Event has happened. You saved the local girl named Sophia from lesser death. See, that's so me. That's so me. She's not gonna. Why I'm like that? Why? But because I mean, I'm a kid. I still believe in this thing, right? I still believe in love and all the stuff they teach you, which is not true. I'm still... Sophia disappeared after the terrible incident with the horses, see? Her friends gossip that their parents sent her off to serve a rich noble dynasty. You haven't seen each other since that day, but you still remember Sophia's eyes, the sunlight shining in them. What a sucker I am. But no matter what, life goes on. You are 10 years old now. Your studies continue and you are learning more about the land you live in. Anisot is an ancient city in an imperial province by the name of Magra. All soil in Magra was turned to ash eons ago, scorched by magic during the rebellion of Duke Shar Milanidas. It's cooler, right? Milanidas. I would say Milanidas. The magical arts are all but gone now, but the scorched earth has remained barren and infertile ever since. Since then, the entire province has lain barren, tormented by cold and scorching winds in equal measure, with few precious plants taking root on their own. All fertile land in Magra is bought elsewhere and brought here by an endless caravan of carts and carriages. To pay for food and soil, the cities of Magra became skilled in many trades, primarily mining and digging for metals and stone. Last fall, there was an explosion just outside the city, followed by clouds of thick smoke. The first such incident frightened the citizens, but then explosions and smoke became an everyday occurrence. Soon, everyone grew used to it. Father explains that the miners are using a new invention called gunpowder. It makes it easier for them to reach the precious stones and metals buried deep within the earth. Then, one day, a thunderous explosion rocks the city and black, billowing smoke covers the houses. People are stuck in their homes, all windows tightly shut. The air is impossible to breathe. Nathan coughs all the time. Gloria and you cough only when nobody's watching. If Mother hears it, she'll make you inhale those hot herbal vapors just like Nathan. It takes 2 days for the black smoke to disperse. People pour out into the streets to meet their friends. Tomas is eager to share everything he knows about this incident with you. They took lots of burnt-up people to the city temple. Mom told me she was helping the healers. Oh, tranquillo, Nise. Tranquillo, grazie anzi per essere qui, per essere venuto oggi. Ti aspettavo da tanto. No, grazie davvero. Spero che ti stia piacendo comunque, c'è molto da leggere, è tutto leggere insomma, però la storia sembra bella. There are many rumors. Some claim it was the work of a beast stirred from its slumber, while others say it's the surviving witches that continue to threaten the order in the empire with their cursed power. Tranquillo, Nise. Tranquilla, Henning. È come sempre, te l'ho detto, inutile me lo dici ogni volta. Dimmi quando ci sei. Facciamo festa. Ci meravigliamo di tutto. Scherzo. But as for you, you patiently wait for Father to come back home, and then you'll ask him about it. Father spends day and night working at the prefecture, while Mother spends all her time in prayer. It takes a full week for Father to finally come home, and is almost completely spent. You muster enough courage during dinner to ask him what happened outside the city. Father raises his head, his face oblique, wearing mask, and starts muttering his proclamation. It's almost as if he doesn't see you. This is our father, Robert Brante. It's the mine outside the city. They were trying to get to a vein of ore. There was an explosion, the mine caved in and the black smoke started flowing. Many workers died there. It was all because Count El Velasco, who owns the mines, wanted them to start mining the vein before they were ready. Some of the workers weren't even reborn. Perhaps the twins thought their final time had come. The prefecture has been inundated with complaints from families that have lost their breadwinners, asking the judges for help. Many people also lost their cattle, the black smoke, Count El Velasco blames gunpowder for this disaster. The prefecture and the newspapers just repeat whatever he says. But it's plain old greed and tyranny of noblemen that are to blame. Why is the welfare of a province always paid for with commoner lives? Then, without warning, he grows silent again. You keep thinking about it for days. Can a human life really end so easily? A single moment of bad luck and you die, only to re-emerge from the temple or the family crypt with a new black mark on your arm. Or worse, you remain where you fell, dead, never to be reborn again. Ever. Order -1, still peace. But we are at the cusp of discontent. Wealth of Magra +1. It's affluent. Affluent, right? Okay, let's go. Let's go and we'll see in 10 minutes where we are. Maybe we'll stop. I mean, it's very heavy. Reading heavy, story heavy, so it's not a light game. During lunch, father tells you to stay home in the evening and prepare to meet some important guests. Your elder brother Stefan will return home by dinner tonight. Okay, grandfather took Stefan with him a long time ago, I guess. Well, maybe some years. So this is the first time he comes back home, I guess. Joining him will be your grandfather, Sir Brante, as well as a noble friend of the family. You are excited about your brother's return. It's been years since you last saw him. How has he changed during his years away from home? You and father await the guests anxiously. The doorbell rings. 3 people are standing outside. Grandfather is the first to come in, naturally. He has not changed a bit since his last visit, still eyeing the house with contempt, looking for any reason to demean it. Grandfather is followed by a stately young man dressed in a jacket embroidered in silver, whom you barely recognize as your brother. Stefan casts a glance at your threadbare clods, your dirty fingernails, and smirks. The last to enter the house is a personable gentleman with a worn-out, wrinkled face. You have heard a lot about this man from father and grandfather. He's Baron Augustin Elborn, Stefan's uncle, a family friend. Oh, Elborn, yes. The former wife, the one who died, of our father was an Elborn, noble woman. So he's Baron Augustin Elborn, Stefan's uncle, a family friend. So he was the brother of Amalia, and the province's prefect, which means that he's the head judge and thus father's superior. Sir Elborn smiles lightly and offers you his hand. There it is, Augustin Elborn. Augustin. And this must be your younger son, Tasto. Yes, it's me, Tasto, yes. You have your father's eyes, young man. Luckily, only the eyes, huh? Father bows slightly to grandfather and Sir Elborn. There's a moment of quiet when Stefan's turn comes. Father reaches out to him awkwardly, expecting an embrace. There's a question in Stefan's eyes as he looks at grandfather. The old man shakes his head almost imperceptibly. We noblemen oughtn't put our emotions on public display, father. Not even after a lengthy separation. This is Stefan. There's no embrace. Instead, Stefan nods to Father curtly. He responds in kind, his face devoid of emotion. After the greeting, you proceed to the sitting room. Elborn is the first to enter. He kisses Mother's hand and Gloria's too, and tussles Nathan's hair after he sees him hiding by the table. Godfather acknowledges them with glum nod. That's against Stefan. Greetings, Lydia Brante. I remember you were kind to me when I was but a child. And you must be Nathan. You could barely walk when I saw you last. Your elder brother ignores Gloria completely, not even a greeting. Oh, this is the death we had? Yes. Sophia says. You proceed to the dining room in a dignified manner and take your seats. The dishes smell delicious, but they merely punctuate the overwhelming tension at the table. Elborn is the only one with a friendly smile on his face. And there he is. The dinner is splendid, Lydia. Did you choose the dishes yourself? You have a truly refined palate. It warms my heart to know Stefan spent his early years with you. Womanly care always does a child good, no matter the estate. Your fork freezes in the air halfway to your mouth. You expect many things from a noble of the sword, but words of praise for a noble woman are not one of them. You cast a glance at Grandfather. He looks like he's about to choke on those words. There it is, Gregor. It would do my grandson more good to stay at boarding school among his equals. Please, Gregor. Parenting is no less important. Nothing can replace a mother's love. I cannot deny it. It saddens me greatly that my late sister could not be there to raise Stefan, but it was still a family for him, and he was surrounded by love. How could that be bad? Okay, I see. They want us to empathize with Augustine, which is the only one that, is a bit human, can think, not just act according. And besides, his father was by his side all the while. A father's example is always the best. After all, Robert earned the judge's rank the same way you did. Your grandson will surely follow in your footsteps. And who knows, perhaps even the younger man of the Brante family will contribute to the... You clumsy Loban cretin. That's Gregor, obviously. You clumsy Loban cretin. Everybody is startled by this sudden outburst. Grandfather's face turns red. He's glaring at a young lady servant, holding a pitcher over a glass. Stefan is sitting right next to her, dabbing a napkin on a fresh stain on his jacket. Begone this instant. The lady servant runs away, leaving the pitcher on a small table by the door. After a quiet moment, Elborn smiles again. It appears the servants have left us, yet dinner is far from over. This is Stefan. Worry not, uncle. There are enough commoners at this table to keep us served with food and drink. Ooh! Bird! Thanks, Stefan. Yeah, you didn't change much, huh? The usual old damn ass douchebag. I see. Fuck you, Stefan, by the way. Stefan glares at Gloria across the table. She's sitting right next to you. She shrinks down and hunches over under his grace. Father furrows his brows. Mother covers her mouth with trembling hands. Grandfather sneers. Stefan's gaze does not move. The silence lasts far too long. Then she starts to rise from her chair. Gloria, there she is. If the Brante gentleman so wish it. Your hands clench into fists under the table. How can he bring himself to humiliate his own family, his own mother and sister like this? It's all grandfather's doing. Stefan could not even bring himself to embrace father without his permission. And yet they are noblemen, and they have the right to act this way. If there's any way this dinner can become even more unbearable, you do not want to see it. Don't I? Okay, I'm 10 now, right? Yes, I'm 10. What's the plight? Oh, no way. Well, I'm 10. You know, hormones are starting to kick in, my brother. You were a dick already at 10. I'm gonna insult you. You step out of line and insult Stefan for what he's done. I'm gonna. You grab Gloria by the arm and keep her seated. Stefan turns a puzzled gaze towards you. With a wry smile, you open your mouth. Stefan, how did you have the gall to speak without Sir Gregor's permission? Surely you wouldn't even answer nature's call without his leave. Stefan looks at grandfather completely flabbergasted. And then, chaos. Grandfather rose with fury. Father stares you down with a disappointed look on his face. Gloria tries again and again to contain her laughter. Nathan hides under the table. Sir Alborn is unsure what to do. Stefan looks like he's about to cry. Then Mother takes your hand and leads you out of the dining room. Oh. You expect to be locked in your room as usual, but instead she leads you outside to an unlit shed. This is Lydia. I'm locking you in here for the night, son. Your presence tonight would be an insult to our noble guests. It's time you learn the meaning of humility. Humility. You do your best to fall asleep inside the shed on the cold wooden floor. Anything to make this rotten day end sooner. Grandfather's cries of outrage can still be heard from the house. Gloria sneaks out to the shed in the middle of the night. She calls to you from behind the wooden planks. There's gratitude in her voice. And this is Gloria. I never thought you would defy them like that. Thank you so much for standing up to them. Sir Gregor got so mad. He forgot all about me, so I ran away. Sir Alborn took Stefan away with him. How are you doing in there? You're not going to freeze to death, are you? It's nothing, you tell her. You'll live. The important thing is that grandfather and Stefan finally left her alone. You defended your sister's honor tonight. That's what I do. That's what I do, always sucking for women. For women, there it is. I just died for one of those. Dang it. Bad blood. You defied your elder brother and he now holds a grudge against you. Okay. It's gonna beat me in the ass, right? -1? Well, could be better, could be worse. Gloria, +3, sympathy. Okay. Oh, the illegitimate daughter of your mother, Lydia. She has never met her for your father, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ingenuity +1, I'm bright. I see? See? Now you're up to date, man. You're starting, to understand. Another year passes. 11. So we did 3 years, yeah, it's always like that. Yes, I think we're going to end it here, because yeah. That's because yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm going, man. I'm going. Yes, save automatically. I like it. This is the life and suffering of Sir Brante, and there's an addendum here, which is not in the title. In times of the fall of the blessed Archnean Empire,